So today I got something a little bit different for you. Some buddies of mine made me do a challenge a while back ago, and I just wanted to share it with you. So they wanted me to create my take on a breakcore song. They sent me a few songs as references, and as I listened to it, I was like, you know what, I might be able to make something like this. I'm no expert. I just made one song, and I think it turned out pretty good. What's going on, guys? If you don't know me, my name is Cristian. I'm a student in the audio production field at Folsom University. Not that it really matters, but I just wanted to share that with you. And today I have just a song that I wanted to share with you guys. And yeah, I'm just gonna switch scenes here. And I noticed that this genre has intricate sounds, has vocals, has like a drum and bass feel, but sort of house, sort of eerie. And I went ahead and started listening to samples because I was short-timed and I didn't want to create my own sounds. I am not a sound designer, even though I could sound design. I don't consider myself a producer. My field of interest and mainly my expertise is in mostly mixing, but I do defend myself. Yeah, I started listening to some key samples. I was like, well, I wanted some keys, some synths, and I came across this sample. Buddy of mine, he was also with me. He was like, oh yeah, I think that's the one. Right there, I was like, okay. I got some synth, I got some texture, I got some movement. Let me just keep this. Now for this track, I just reduced some low end around 500 and just put some tape mellify. And then once I had that, I was like, well, I'm getting drum and bass vibes. So I started looking for drum loops, and I can't remember exactly, but I think I started looking into, I think it was like a hip hop or house. I don't remember. It was a collection of samples that I had, and I came across this sample. Sounds like this. Please be wary, like all of this is time stretched. Like the keys and the drum samples, they are time stretched, so they're not the original in their original form. As far as EQ goes, I removed a little bit of low end, boosted a little bit of 78 and cut it a little bit at 154, and just added some saturation knob from Softtube. I love that plugin. And then once I had the keys with this drum loop, so I shifted an octave here and there, and where it starts to get weird is in the drum loops. When I shifted down an octave, this is how it sounds. And I like to do this because it just gives it a different vibe and a different texture. Then over here, I raised it up an octave. And it just changed completely. That snare just went from a drum snare to a clave, sort of. Did the same thing with the keys. I dropped it down an octave and then up an octave. Did some filtering as well. And once I had that, I was like, man, we need a bass. Just to give that oomph. I used the Analog V collection. I just have the 90s club bass preset, and I guess in context it'll sound like this. Now I decided to do my own hi-hats to sort of slowly start introducing, the drums. So I just grabbed the Q sampler, and I just took out specific hi-hat note. And did some EQ on it. And I could have stopped there. Technically speaking, with just this, just that we already have a song. But I wanted to add more things just to keep it, more interesting. So I wanted some pluck sounds. So I went ahead and used the VLAB from Arturia, and it sounds like this. Now that I'm thinking about it, it gives me K-Tranada vibes, but I really like that pluck. It creates time and space for the track. And I also wanted some pads. So again, another instance of the VLAB, or the Lab V, Analog Lab V. And this is the Airstring 2 preset, and it sounds like this. It's very eerie. And I wanted that to sit in the back, but still be heard. And I went ahead and added another pad, and I just panned these right and left. That other pad by itself sounds like this. Man, another eerie pad. I like it. Love it. And then together it just sounds like this. Oh man, I love that tension. And now, what's breakcore? I noticed without texture. Texture is everything. Now, I came across this ambience sort of sample loop, and I just cut a little piece of it that I liked, and this is how it sounds. Just some water with some birds. Some nice ambience. And then vocals. Gotta have vocals. So I found some sample chops, which I chopped and cut together to create this. And then once I had this, I started structuring the song, pretty much, just taking out certain sections, chopping up some other sections in my drums over here, just creating some space and not be too monotonous, or however you want to say it, with it, even though it still sort of is, but it's just 1 minute. I don't have to make a 3-minute song. And once I had the structure laid out, I started adding some effects on it. I had some reverb, and I'm using LX480, which I think that's the Lexicon emulation from Relab. I really love that reverb. Stock chorus, stock delay, stock phaser, stock echo. Everything here is stock except for the reverb. And then for the master, rough master, pretty much. I wouldn't master the song like this, but I just did some SSL channel strip, SSL bus compressor, and just native limiter. And with a little bit of pretty much all of that, you get this little piece of music, which I hope you enjoy. If you do, leave a comment below, press that like, hit that subscribe button, make sure you get notified for the next video that I put out there, and peace. I hope you enjoy. Alright, if you like that song, make sure to leave a like, leave any comments. Are you the person or the type of person that likes breakcore, whatever other genres there is out there, and let me know what should I try next. And make sure to subscribe so you get notified for the next video, and make sure you watch this video next. Just click it. Just click it, yeah, just click it. Just click it, yeah.